Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. We're going to take a look at a new microphone probably over the next couple of videos, and then we're going to actually do a review. This is called the Shure MV88 Plus, and it is a stereo USB microphone. And I rented this from Long McQuaid because, man, when you hear the price tag, you're probably going to have the same heart attack I did. It's actually not quite that bad, but I'm like, okay. I went in there yesterday looking for a mic, a specific one, and I asked the manager, I said, what's your actual opinion on this thing? Is it like, because I wanted to rent it, and technically I could. It's not a preferred rental, but technically I still can rent it. And he says, well, what do you want to do and all this? And I'm like, yeah, this, and this. And anyways, he says, well, it's a $79 mic. It's a $79 mic. I mean, I paid about $120, $130 for my P5 studio mic, which works quite well, but it's not what I would call a perfect solution for a room mic, but it does work quite well. But I want something better. Anyways, so he suggested this thing because the specific purpose, and apparently I'm supposed to be able to hook this into my iPad as well. And I thought, okay, well, that may be interesting. So we get a couple of different cables. We've got a micro USB on one end, USB on the other. This has got Type-C on one end, micro on the other. So we're assuming this microphone you plug into the micro USB part, and it comes with an actual mic clip, and yep, it's definitely micro on the back here. We've even got a headphone jack so we can listen through. That's kind of interesting. So let me give you some up close of this thing. So there's our ports on the back, and it's just a tiny little cute thing. And actually he pulled that off yesterday. I'm not going to. I don't remember. Anyways, it's a mic, but anyway. I don't know. Oh, left and right. So, left and right. So that'll be interesting. So we're going to hook this up to a mic stand, and then we're going to hook it into the iPad, because apparently we can do this, and we're going to see how this thing sounds in this room vocally with this mic on my iPad. And then we're going to go and we're going to do a few other videos over the next probably couple of days, because I only have this thing until next Friday, and if it's going to work for me and work even better than my current mic, then I'll end up buying this thing. If it doesn't suit me to what I was hoping for, well, guess what? I ain't going to buy it. But we want to test this anyways. Shure does make some of the best mics out there. So we're going to give it a go. All right, so this is going to be like instant for you guys. Okay guys, this is an interesting little microphone. There's two apps you can download, and the apps actually control a load of these different types of mics from Shure, so it's kind of like a generic based program. And you can control the gain settings, which I've set it at 75%. It tells you your battery of your device that you're recording with at the time. So it's like, hey, cool, I'm down to like 95% battery left in my iPad. That's kind of handy. When you're using their camera app for video, it doesn't allow me the same viewpoints, okay, that I can get on my standard Apple camera app, which I don't care much for that. I don't like that. I want to be able to have some better access. And it basically uses like a widescreen format. You can, like pinch your screen and grow kind of thing, and zoom in, which is fine, but that's not what I want. The other problem I found was with the audio app. It found the mic hassle-free, no big deal. Boom, 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 set it all up, okay? No idea where it's going to put the files, though. The video app I'm using right now of theirs, it keeps saying that it can't find the microphone, so I'm like, okay, well, it says unplug and replug. So I unplug, and on the screen it says, internal mic, right, which is my iPad. And then I plug it back in, and it starts to set up, and it says the same bloody thing again, but it does say external mic. So I kind of went over here and I'm like lightly tapping and it's activating and it says external mic in use. So we're kind of not sure what's going on there. It's got to be some kind of a weird glitch or I don't know what. I mean, the thing does not run on batteries. It's too bloody small to fit anything there, and it's not rechargeable battery, so there is no battery in the mic. But it just powers off of your iPad or your phone. Now, they did do one thing. They did say, you know, as far as the, they do mention the phone on here. They don't mention iPad, though, of course, I've got an iPad, and it came with a Type-C cable for the iPad, which would work Type-C on the newer iPhones that have Type-C. You know, because the rest of us all have, you know, Lightning ports still, which sucks. But hey, you know, Apple will fix it. You know, I'm kind of wondering how this is going to go for me because, yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to cut the video here with their little app, and I'm going to jump over to my regular camera app, and I'm going to see if it'll work with my camera app that's part of my iPad, because I haven't checked that yet. But funny how the audio app was flawless for setup, no big deal. This thing keeps saying it can't find the mic, yet I go in and I adjust the settings and they all, you know, like I said, I reach over here, a little tap tap, and it's like, okay, and it says external mic, so I don't know. It's a weird one, but we'll get back to that. Let's go over to our regular viewpoint of our built-in software on the iPad. Alright guys, we're back on the regular camera app that comes with our iPad. I actually transferred the file already to my Mac, and it picked up the audio fine. So it is actually working, even though it says it can't find the stupid mic, but yet I can adjust the mic, I can do whatever I want, and yeah. So I'm going to have to look a little further into this. But anyways, I still have the mic plugged in, so we should have audio with any luck, right? Now, I'm going to do a quick little differencing clip here. So right now that mic is almost 5 feet away from me. Okay, so what we want to know is there a sound quality difference? I am not even going to move my chair. I'm sitting pretty much right in front of my iPad here. Let me know if you hear an audible difference. I'll check anyways, but let me know. So I'm going to stop the film, and we're going to unplug the thing and start again with just the built-in mics on the iPad and tell me if there's an audio difference. Because if there is, okay, for better or for worse, at least we know that if it works, then I don't have to use their stupid apps. Because, yeah, kind of a pain in the butt when that happens. But because, like I said, I can't get this view with their app, so it's like, argh. Anyway, all right, let's do this. All right, so we're unplugged. All right, so let's see. You know, you tell me, is there a difference, you know, in sound quality from that thing, if it actually worked, to this? Okay. Now, if that didn't work, then it should be muted, right? Obviously, so it's going to be boring for you guys for a few seconds. Skip ahead. You know, if it did work, then cool. But if there's an audible difference, then we know for sure it does work, even with the Apple app, right? And that means we don't necessarily need their software, so that's a good thing in some aspects. In others, their software is kind of cool. But why it comes up with that error, have no idea. Anyways, we do have some more testing to do in the next couple of days. This is just kind of like part one of, you know, a few, I guess. The only other thing I really want to test anyhow is acoustic sound with just straight out, you know, the sound of the guitar, and then we'll have another little small section singing and playing, and then I'll do a totally separate video, and as soon as nobody's home upstairs, hopefully within the next few days I get that little catch break and I can crank up the electric guitar a little bit for you guys, or maybe we'll even keep it under control because it doesn't matter, right? But just to see how things pick up with this mic, because I'm looking for better quality mic sound with a room mic other than my other studio mic that sits in the corner there all the time that you can see there. Anyway, that's it. Catch you on the next video. Sound good? All right. Ciao.